Toronto the Good, renowned for its clean streets, low crime rate, and high standard of living, has consistently made the list of one of the world's most livable cities. Helping Toronto make that list is its exciting cultural art and renaissance. So it just seems natural that green construction here is on the rise. We found this 3-bedroom, 3.5-bath home just 20 minutes from a revitalized downtown. A short drive from the bustling city center in a quiet neighborhood called Scarborough, a crumbling foundation led to a mini green revolution. Talk about a fixer-upper.
Like a drink of water?
This is computer consultant Andrew Pease and his wife Donna and their 5-year-old son. When they figured out their home was falling apart, they knew what they had to do.
It's going to be less extraordinary and more common to build green because it makes more sense in the long term.
How you doing, Andrew?
Hi.
Come on in.
Donna, how are you?
Thanks.
I guess you knew it was me. There's no hiding who's coming to your front door here.
Oh
Absolutely
no,
not.
the big window really gives it away.
Come on in.
Does this room have a name?
It's the front room or it's the winter room because they've got the fireplace up here. It's a really cozy room. And then the back room's the summer room.
This light is beautiful and is created by a great American designer, George Nelson. Another strong element in this room is your big front window with the southern exposure.
Yep. It actually brings in a lot of heat in the winter, which is great.
Structure is obviously a key to any
Yep.
good building, and I mean, we can see the little posts here, you've got the steel beams.
Yep.
A lot of people would try to hide that.
You can't put a really big window into a size of a house like we have without having structural support. And after paying all the money for the steel, which is considerable, I didn't want to hide it. And we ended up painting it out, and I think it looks great. It really adds to the really modern feel of the house.
So many surfaces to choose for flooring, yet you ended up with concrete.
Well, we've got all-in floor heating right now, and concrete's the best sort of conduit for heat.
Radiant floor heating is very efficient. It actually makes the room feel warmer, more comfortable, instead of forced air, which is pushing air around.
You can notice the flooring surface. I mean, I know concrete expands and contracts over time, and you can see the cracking there.
Yeah, there's a couple of minor cracks.
It's not crumbling like the old
Oh, absolutely
foundation.
not.
This is my favorite room.
Favorite room, like favorite room in the whole house.
Oh, yes. It's an awesome kitchen. It's huge and it's fantastic. It does a great party.
It's literally the heart of the house. We have the skylights above giving us all this natural light, so even in the dingiest day, we still have lots and lots of natural light in here.
Let's talk about some of the other features. You went with a nice horizontal grain on your cabinetry.
This is quarter sawn cherry. It's a different look completely, and we think it's really interesting, and it gives the kitchen a bit of a different look.
Countertop, you went with the man-made crushed quartz.
It's just one of the hardest and most durable materials you can get in a kitchen.
Also, I love the look.
Explain to me about the meter. I mean, is this something that is monitoring the entire house?
We get to see exactly how much power we're using at any given time.
When we first put it in, we would actually go running around trying to turn off lights and find out what it was that was pulling all the power. It makes you really conscious in terms of exactly how much energy you use.
This is unusual. 2 living rooms, the same, but different. This one's in the back.
This room is much brighter, it's airier.
It's lovely and cool, it's really relaxing. It's our sort of multi-purpose summer living and dining area.
Yeah.
And Kidville, too.
We always call it the bridge, just because it just goes straight across. And we've had a bunch of neighbors, sort of younger kids, that are like, cool, you've got a bridge in your house.
A key feature for your ventilation system is the window that you put right in the right corner up there.
You got all the heat building up at the top of the house when it gets hot in the summer, so just opening that a crack, all that hot air gets out, just really helps us keep this place cool without using an air conditioner.
Coming up, from the cool inside to the, well, the obvious. Everyone must sort of stop and gaze and take a peek. We're in the suburbs of Toronto looking at a complete home makeover. Andrew and Donna decided to tear down their crumbling home and start over.
Well, what we like about the concept of living green and building green is that we want to leave as little mess behind afterwards.
We all understand the need for privacy. That's what makes their bedroom so special.
It's not the biggest bedroom in the world, but it's a really cozy spot. It's a place we can retreat to.
These guys know comfort. Their bed has 100% organic cotton sheets, and a modern fan cools the room. So it's not a far walk from the bedroom to the bathroom, obviously.
No, it's really
No.
not.
Tell me about what went into the design for the master ensuite.
It's small, I call it tiny and perfect. We really wanted to have a luxurious space that was our own.
It's our little mini spa-like area. Definitely a parent-only zone.
Even though their bathroom is small, it's huge in energy efficiency, with a dual flush toilet and a low-flow shower head. But it's the outside that really catches your eye.
You've got a lot going out here. Tell me about all the blends of materials you decided to use.
Our builder at one point joked that we were sort of an exterior sampler. We've got everything from the stone veneer to wood siding to stucco.
What we didn't want it to look like was a big, long box.
Right.
And one of the ways to do that is to break it up a bit and have some different treatments.
What about your front lawn? I mean, you look down the street and most people have green grass, yet you have a edible garden, you've got wood chips, stone.
We get so much sun here in the front. This is a southern exposure. We just wanted to have it as much interesting vegetation and vegetation that can handle the scorching heat up here as much as possible, and low maintenance, really.
You talk about southern exposure. You've got two massive windows here,
Yep.
and I see you've designed a way to shade that as well.
Integral to the design of the front were some sunshades, and they're just wide enough that in the heat of the summer, we don't actually get any direct sunshine, but in the winter, they're short enough that we get a full sunlight in, helping us heat the front of the house.
This building stands out, especially on
Yep.
this street. I mean, everyone must sort of stop and gaze and take a peek.
It's been actually a real surprise for us that it's been so well received. It's not like we made a giant pink house or something.
Right, but it does make a statement. And though there's no denying it's fun to look at, they've created a sophisticated home that's ecologically conscious.
When we had the old house, we were already committed to trying to improve its efficiency. As you start walking down that road, you realize there are a lot of little things you can do that have a really big effect.
1,001 tiny decisions all started with one big decision: to demolish a crumbling house and design a new home now built on a solid green foundation. You've got some vegetation. I mean, you got a plethora of things going on out here. This edible lawn, is it just for this family or is it for the whole neighborhood here?
It may end up being for the neighborhood.
For the whole neighborhood.
I mean, because traditionally an edible area might be in the backyard, right?
Yeah.
Where it's a bit more private, but here it's like, I'd pick something.
You know, we probably wouldn't mind if people did, as long as they didn't take away with something like the melons if they ended up with you.